Oh, brother, folks. It's a new day. It's a new session of debating. It's the same discussion show that everybody hears about. It is time for another episode of the Squid Talk Hour. Oh boy, folks. As if the video gaming industry isn't in much of a disarray as we speak, we get this. Now, recently, The Last of Us 2 has been released to massive worldwide acclaim from critics, but massive scathing from the video gaming community as a whole, despite massive sales. Although the sales were good enough to become the fastest selling PS4 game in its first week, or first few days, surpassing the likes of God of War, Uncharted 4 and the like, there has been so much scathing and so much hate going on. It's getting ridiculous now. Just borderline ridiculous. Like, everybody is just like beating a dead horse to death. Like, as if they don't even know how to move on from certain things. Including certain detractors are not even moving on and just want to go become Xbox fanboys like Darkside Phil is. I'm honestly very disgusted that not only the detractor community, well, certain members, but also the video gaming community as a whole. But my sympathy with the video gaming industry has really been lost recently because of this happening to one of the voice actresses of the game. The name being Laura Bailey, a voice actress well known for so many multiple roles in anime, in TV shows, animation and video games. And also well known for the voice actress of Lucina in Fire Emblem and Super Smash Bros. And Blaze the Cat in the Sonic the Hedgehog series. And what has happened is that she has been receiving death threats, disgusting death threats by angry, intolerable gamers over her role as Abby in The Last of Us Part 2. And that, in my honest opinion, is absolutely disgusting. Now, I don't want to sympathize with Naughty Dog or Neil Druckmann or anybody who was involved with the game, mostly due to how controversial it is and because of how badly it's affected Naughty Dog and their reputation towards the video game community. I am sympathizing more towards Laura Bailey because she has been given death threats through no fault of her own. A great, brilliant voice actress getting a lot of vitriol on the internet by a bunch of disgusting, worthless, toxic do-nothings who live in their parents' basements and do nothing positive with their lives other than... I have no words to describe my disgust over certain people. Like, as if their intelligence levels have dropped. And as if the whole world hasn't got enough problems with this complete stupid pandemic of COVID-19 ruling our everyday lives, we have to have people getting worked up over minor things when they should be worrying about their jobs, when they should be worrying about their livelihoods. They should be also worried about their families potentially catching this deadly virus. They should also be worried about how they're going to see their families, friends or girlfriends again, like how I suffered. But no, they have to be so fucking worked up over a video game. Like as if this world hasn't enough problems as it is. I swear to God, people like the video game community who do this kind of thing deserves to be castrated or even sterilized or given vasectomies so they can't have children. I swear to God, these far-righty pieces of human garbage deserves to have children or even have enough brain cells to function properly. But let's get enough with the chit-chat and let's see how this all has unfolded recently and why my ire towards the video gaming community and why I fear the end of the video gaming industry is beckoning and is nigh. Even though some people will assure me that it's not going to be the end of the video gaming industry despite my fears about gaming being coming to an end. According to the Forbes senior contributor Paul Tassi, he said, while there has been a very vocal contagion of so-called The Last of Us Part 2 fans being angry about Abby's role in the game, some of that venom has spilled over into real life. The actress who plays Abby in the game, Laura Bailey, has posted some screenshots of messages she's been getting, which includes violent threats against herself and her family. Warning, disturbing language. And yes, folks, I am actually going to be putting the screenshot on there to see what has been going on. And my god, if you look at that, that is so awful. I mean, this is the one of the worst things of why video gaming community has become even more of a mess. And yes, it is both scary and bizarre, as most of the messages are acting like Bailey actually is Abby, the character she plays in the video game, and that the major character she kills is also real. Bailey, an actress, did not even have a role in writing a character. Not that the writers should be threatened either, but this is actually both just awful and incredibly dumb. And the reason why video game communities, especially with the fans of The Last of Us Part 2 hating on the game, basically threatening to kill her, which is so wrong in so many ways. The fact is that people have gone to incredibly new lows of Darkside Bill level of man-child diaper soiling insecurity. It really proves of how bad people has basically really gone through. And my god, am I really that completely horrendously disgusted and despising of the video gaming community of what they have been doing. Their actions have proved that the video game community has reached a new low of Hitlerism and Nazism in the video gaming community. This venom needs to be flushed out, and anybody who is involved with it, like what I said, they should be given vasectomies, castrated, or better yet, be arrested and taken to court and should be put in prison for doing such a hideous and despicable act. In my honest opinion, this is what I would say to the video game community if they did this like this.
You're in the wrong fucking place. This is not the fucking kindergarten here.
And that is not the first time we've seen this. We have also seen Hideo Kojima, the head of Kojima Productions, well known for creating Metal Gear Solid 4 and many other video games, such as Death Stranding. He has been given death threats by so many angry fans. That is just without doubt some of the worst ever things I've ever seen. Yes, that is right. Death threats made against Hideo Kojima, made when he was working on Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal Gear Solid 5, and most recently Death Stranding. The guy without doubt being one of the most hated personalities by Darkside Bill, being given death threats by a bunch of insecure so-called gamers who are nothing more than just political firing towards anybody who works in video games, just to add more fuel to their toxicity Hitler-like fire. Like, I swear to God, there are some real Nazis in the video gaming industry. And this really makes me feel so flabbergasted and speechless. Without doubt, it's some of the most incredibly bad things I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never, ever seen so many insecure little man-children in all of my life. So much insecure little masochists who would go to lengths to get their anger well known to making death threats. That's not what I am. I never ever was like that. I never ever was brought up to be a threatening person who would encourage someone to kill himself. Like, I swear to God. Do you see me threatening anybody to go jump off a cliff like what Darkside Bill says? Do you see me actually making death threats to set anybody in Sonic Team for making a mediocre Sonic game? Do you see me making death threats against Naughty Dog for what they did to the writing? Do you see me making death threats against the Activision for adding the microtransactions into Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled? Do you see me also threatening to kill the employees of Activision all because they changed the character designs in Crash 4 It's About Time? No! Hell no! I was never ever brought up like that. So what gives those insecure little diaper-soiling masochists the right to threaten a voice actress all because she portrayed the most despised character in The Last of Us Part 2? Absolutely not a goddamn chance. They have no right to do that. And it is without doubt one of the most incredibly disgusting things I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's one of the many reasons why I fear the end of the video gaming industry as a whole. Hell, I have even lost all confidence in the gaming community, and I'm considering my retirement for video gaming, all because they have ruined it all for people like me who just want to just play games just to, you know, enjoy ourselves. Video games should not be politicized. They should not put politics in a video game. They should need to relax, just to chill, just to play the game, just to escape from what is going on in real life and just go along for the fucking ride. That's what it is. Video games should be all about enjoyment, should be about escapism, and to basically forget about today's problems, especially with the COVID-19 pandemic. Not to be, you know, just to be so worked up politically and just make this all because of the game having certain themes that could potentially get a lot of hate. Jesus, some people need to fucking grow the fuck up. They need to grow up and just, you know, suck it up. That's what it is. These people are just without doubt the most insecure pieces of human shit I've ever seen in my entire life. And I swear to God, if any individual I catch them doing this whole thing, I swear to God, I hope they get exiled in a timeless void where they will be never seen again. They should be all exiled in a voided dimension where they would never get out, or in a null space where there is nothing, and they could be able to, you know, just be exiled there for the rest of their worthless lives. I swear to God, these guys are just as bad if they are also part of the Darksideville Pay Pig Manchild League. I bet I'm not surprised they would be DSP's fanboys, Nazi fanboy league, who love to give him the money just to put on that simp vest, that Manchild Boomer vest, and his simp Gunnor glasses. I swear to God, DSP and his Pay Pig League and the video game community who look like they are the DSP fanboys, I bet they are all going to, you know, suck DSP's Hitler Benell's micro penis. Or micro penne as it's called. I swear to God, anybody who commits this insidious act should be blacklisted from my life and should be given the middle finger from me. Because you know what? People like them are the exact reason why the video gaming industry is in such disarray and why the gaming community is in a total shambles. It's shambolic to see this kind of thing happen to a certain individual of video gaming who contributed to so many great voices. I have no words to say. I am absolutely hugely disgusted with this whole entire thing. I am going to be incredibly, disgusted with this kind of thing. And I don't have any words to say, so I think Gonfesteiner would definitely have the words to say to a certain... If any individual has a death threat towards anybody again, this is what Gonfesteiner should say.
I've no more to fucking say to you guys. If you don't like it, I don't need you here. Fucking idiots.
And I think it's about time that I decide to call it a day for this debate. So we'll let this die down, and hopefully if it all improves, then hopefully this will probably calm the situation down. But if not, then I'm prepared to walk away from gaming and retiring altogether, because I just don't want to have to put up with it anymore. Because I just absolutely think that this has all gone way too far. Basically, this has gone a bridge too far, folks. So, well, we'll just play it by ear. So that is it for me. So if you liked this video, then please give this video a massive thumbs up. Please share with this to spread the word of how bad death threats and how bad the video game community is in disarray. Please don't also forget to give this a comment, and please do subscribe to the channel for further video gaming content and debates related to gaming, and of course everybody's favourite dark of the internet. Well, dark side of the internet. So with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed yourselves today, and I'll see you guys in my next video. So until next time, sayonara for now.